Hello, this is Dorothy with That's Scrapbooking, and I am going to show you, I just got the Craft with Heart card subscription in, and so I am going to open it up and show you. We'll see what we've got for this 4-month subscription. Actually, I order it for a year to get the best possible deal. So here we go. Yeah, Dorothy. Let's undo all the tape first. Okay, here we go. So this is September through December, so 4 months. And here are the pictures of the cards. And absolute minimum amount of instructions are needed, which, woohoo, that's great. And we've got, oh, hey. We've got envelopes, the regular A2, the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we've got some slim line envelopes. So we're going to be doing, and here are the slim line cards. So that's a change of pace. And here we've got the exclusive stamp set that you only get with the card subscription. So, season's greetings, happy holidays, oh what fun, letters to Santa, Merry Christmas, thanks for all you do, you're the best, joy, 'tis the season, celebrate, thinking of you, always a good one to have. Okay, and we get our own little stamp pad in black, and my favorite, the special little block for the stamps. So, and these blocks are great. I end up using them all the time. Okay, so let me put my cute little box away. And let's see what we have here. So what is cool about the subscription, the scrapbooking, the card making subscription, is just like with scrapbooking, is so many of the pages are already printed for you. So a lot of work is done. So here are the 2 different slimline cards. Very cute. And I love this. Now, if we put this together on our own, it would be pretty time consuming to do. And so this is all printed. And these are upside down. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Nice little watercolor. Here's a birthday card. And so this is, it's a very tiny, tiny print. It's probably really hard to see on the camera. But the dark green and with maybe like a charcoal little texture to it. Okay, so they usually put these things in order. So let's just see. Let's go ahead and put them in order. So this is the first one, and then the second one, and then It's Your Day, and the candles, and this cute little one. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. It's like a little leopard with his little reindeer horns on, and a flamingo with a Santa hat. Oh my goodness, that is just adorable. Okay, so, and this watercolorish looking one is for a pretty ice cream cone floral bouquet. And then we've got Hooray. So these are all in order. So this is going to be, and this is different too. This is going to be a card that gets folded like this. Okay, so that's cool. That's something definitely different. And then we've got our, now this is going to be folded different too. So we've got some different stuff going on here. Okay, that's going to be fun. And then we've got these two. Okay, I am just going to go ahead and get started here. So I will put these together, and I'll probably fast forward, but I'll let you know how long it took me to put all of these cards together. So we are going to make, there's 11 cards times 2, so we're making 22 cards. So we'll have a lot of Christmas cards ready to go, or cards just for the season, like for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to put my stamp set over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm putting the cards in the order that they're in the instructions, and I'm just going to pop out all of the die cuts that go with each card and put the appropriate die cut with the appropriate card. So that just kind of makes going through each card a little bit quicker than doing one card at a time. And anyway, that's my factory method of doing the cards and being organized. So these are calendars, silly candles, that are going to go with that birthday card. So we've got 3 cards out of the way. Now we're going to do the 4th card. So this card, later on, I'm trying to put those blue strips so that they go the horizontal way, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what did I do wrong? They're not fitting. Well, the card is a vertical card, not a horizontal card. So silly me, super silly me. Took me a while to figure that out. Sad. So you can't really tell, but that's a Christmas card. It's got all the little Christmas hats and reindeer horns and all sorts of stuff to go with it. So this is another Christmas card that, well, I didn't put it with its appropriate card. I have to tell you, I love this mailbox. Letters to Santa, I just absolutely love that. And I didn't want to look at a whole lot of pieces, so I'm setting that one aside because I'll worry about that later. So the mailboxes get fancy folds, so that is super fun. Now I have to tell you, the one with the yellow and black, I had to sit down at a table and try to figure out how to do the fold. So it wasn't just super, super easy for me, but I figured it out, and watching me do it will help you be able to do it too, I think, because it was a little wonky. You just really don't know which way the folds are supposed to go. Somebody might, but I didn't. So those 2 little piles of Christmas embellishments are going on the 2 slimline cards. So the little Christmas trees go on the Christmas tree one, and the presents go on the present card. So I'm moving in a little bit closer. Now, there is minimum amount of work to do with the subscription scrapbooking, not scrapbooking, card making. And so, but there is some stamping. And you've got the block, and they give you the block, they give you the ink, and you've got the little white pad that goes below goes with the stamp set, and you can use that to press against. I'm using our Close to My Heart layout mat, and the reverse side has this wonderful foam, so it's just really great for doing get a good push on the stamp. I didn't get a good coverage on that ink. I do better on the next one. Stamped beautifully on the scrap paper. Oh well, life isn't perfect. So I am using, now you don't have to do this, but I'm using foam, three-dimensional foam, to lift the disc up a little bit from the background. And that's the amount of coverage that you need to do on this card. I love the kind of starburst effect going around. And I kind of decided what to put on the inside. And that added time to this. So I just kind of pulled out another block of mine that I got from another card subscription. I tell you, I love these blocks. You don't have to have the super thick blocks that are our usual Close to My Heart blocks. The slim ones work just fine. So, and these all ink up and stamp very nicely. So I'm going with joy, celebrate, it's your day. But you can put whatever you want, or you can just make it a blank note, and you don't have to put anything on the inside. So this is the second card, and you already have the stitching. You don't have to, take your jotting pen and put any stitching on there. It's already printed on the, excuse me, on that piece. So I'm using Tombow with one, but I'm just showing you, you can also use liquid glue with putting the pieces on. It just kind of your preference and what you're comfortable using. So I usually use Tombow, but I like the liquid glue too, and it does stand up. It holds very well. So I'm putting 'Tis the Season on this one, which is what they suggest. Now you can change it if you want. You don't have to do what they say in the instructions. You can be a rebel. And I'm just making sure every time I wipe the block, I'm just getting the excess ink off so it doesn't leave a mess where you'd have to cover it with an embellishment. So that's what I'm doing, and you always want to make sure that you wipe off any excess ink that's on the block. Because if you tilt the block just a little bit, that ink will come off on it. And once again, I'm using the 3D foam tape to lift that. And this is pretty thick foam tape too. So, and I think that poinsettia with the all the greenery is really beautiful. So I am putting, I haven't decided what to put on that yet. So I'll do it later. Not a big deal. Okay, this one's super simple. So all the little splots, it's already printed on, blobs already printed on, and this is going to be, and I'm wiping off my stamps after I use them, and just keeping the It's Your Day. And super easy, raising it up with some foam. And there we go. And it's a cute little card. I mean, I think these cards are really Really cute. Now you could use It's Your Day, but it could be most anything. So I'm putting happy birthday. Doesn't have to be happy birthday. But these cards will be all ready to go when I want to use them. So putting the inside sentiment just makes it mail ready. Now, if you want to, you can also put a little stamp on the back of the card to let people know that you made this. You put it together. This one is Celebrate. That's obvious that it's a birthday card. And these are a little bit more tedious to do. The candles are just at 1/4 of an inch wide. So I'm trying different things. The problem was I went through a lot of my 1/4 inch double stick foam tape. And so I thought I found what was double stick foam tape from some other, who knows where I got this from. I have no idea. So I thought by the looks of it that it was foam tape, but it's not. It's score tape, and it's very, very sticky, so you can't really pull it up. But it has no foam to it. So it doesn't give you the dimension I was hoping for. So, but you get a tiny bit of dimension when you're sticking this on top of, because the little strips completely match the little candle underneath. I mean, they're the same color background. So the candles are plain, and then the candles that you're putting on the die cuts have little design to them. So I would think you'd want to keep the same background colors the same. But I'm not going to lie, it is a little bit more tedious to put tape on that is just about exactly the same size as the candle itself, the little strip. They are cute candles. They look like something you'd get right out of the little packages. So I found this, but this is really thick, double stick foam, and see how it's just almost exactly the same size. So it does lift up a lot from the background, but you just want to be careful when you put it on so that you don't have it sticking out from the sides. So I'm just putting it on. I'm doing my factory work here, doing it all at one time. You get a little bit more efficient when you do things that way. So this one took more time. It definitely took more time than the others, the rest of the cards. But it is cute. And I am putting happy birthday on the inside because, number one, it was on the block already and it made sense. So there we go. We've got 2 birthday cards taken care of, 4 actually birthday cards taken care of for whose ever birthday comes up. So see, I've got all the pieces. Unknown caller. Whoops. Sorry. Let me shut the phone off for a minute so that won't happen again. See, this is where I'm confused. It's sad. I know. It's just sad. So I decided to clean the stamps. I'm doing housekeeping, trying to figure out what to do here. Oh, sometimes the computer just stops. Oh, what fun. So that goes on both. Cleaning it off. Doing some more work. Still haven't figured it out. Oh, man. So you wouldn't want to show this to your doctor if he was evaluating you for your your mental acuity. Oh, I finally figured it out. By George, she's got it. Okay, here I am putting the blue strip on. And I'm using my scrapbook, my scrap paper to so I don't get sticky all over my foam there. And I'm raising I'm using the same foam tape as the Oh What Fun for the presents, because they're going to stick above the sentiment. So it makes sense to use the same height of foam tape. So, and it's the thick foam tape. So I'm so glad I figured out what I'm doing here. Oh my gosh. But when people look at these little critters with the little reindeer, the leopard with the reindeer horns on it, I think it's really amusing. And so that's why, oh, what fun, right? It totally makes sense. So, you know, when you're kind of going through of how to do these, you know, it really goes pretty fast. And I will tell you that I think I put in an hour and 50 minutes making 22 cards. Now, I could have done half and then done another half another day, so it wouldn't be so much. But I'm putting Happy Holidays on the inside here. You could put There's a Merry Christmas. You could put Merry Christmas. Just depends on what you feel like at the moment. But I just decided to do them, go ahead and get them all done. So it's an hour and 50 minutes. Now that's for me. That's me trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing and having the card go sideways instead of vertical. So, you know, you could probably do it faster. Okay, so I'm putting the cone down flat. And then the bouquet of flowers is getting raised above the cone. So you have some dimension to this. This is such a cute little idea, right? To have like an ice cream cone. It looks like an ice cream cone, but it's got flowers in it. So how cute is that? And it's a pretty bouquet too. And then the little banner is going to, so when I first put it down, it kind of loses its shape. So if you put it down flat with the letters pointing down and then pick it up with the block, then you get the right shape to it. So, and I am going to raise the banner up a little bit. You could put it flat against the cone and that would be completely fine. So thanks for all you do. I think that's a really cute card. And I don't know what I'm going to put on the inside. You're the best. That's nice. When you're stamping, you may want to hold the stamp that's inked up in place for 2 or 3 seconds. So that just gives the paper a chance to absorb the ink. I don't think for many years I had done that. I think I just stamped it and pulled it up quickly. And I think that you don't get a full absorption, but it seems to me once I started doing a count to 3, I actually got a better print of the stamp. So I really suggest that you do that. It does make a difference. I guarantee you it will make a difference. But when you're putting the ink on, make sure you're looking through the block, through the stamp and through the block And you can see if you're missing ink on a particular area of a stamp. So what I would suggest here is the dark green goes on the outside to the right, and that lime green, kind of a fern color, goes in the middle. So I would put the outer two, yellow and green, and then the middle lighter green on the card first. So you can center the lighter green and then put the two ends there, and then you can fill in the blanks more easily. That way you get a better distribution of the little flags. So here I forgot to put the blue strips, and I haven't figured that out yet. So there are two blue strips that go on the very top of the card. Now this is another happy birthday card, and so you can we've got what so far three cards, three happy birthday cards. So I'm thinking, okay, it looks kind of like something's not right. Yep, I figured it out. So the blue goes above, and then the real thin strip, and it's a real thin strip, it's about 1/8 of an inch thick, goes actually below it. But I'm putting it in the clear space above because I messed that up. No big deal. They just wanted some contrast there. So I'm going ahead and doing it again for the second card. I really love the way these die cuts are so easy to pull off the carrier sheet. I mean, I say that all the time, but boy, having fought those things and ripped them, I really appreciate it. Okay, so here's the blue strip. So first you put that along the crease. And then the skinnier thin strip goes along the bottom. And then I'm putting the yellowish kind of Sundance color to the far left, and the kind of clover green in the middle, and kind of a fern avocado green maybe in the center. And then you can more easily space out the little flags. See how that works? And it works on your scrapbook pages too. You want to, do the sides, kind of define your boundaries, go for the middle, and then fill in the spaces. So that way it just makes more sense, and you'll be happier with the outcome. So, and then I'm raising the little banner that says happy birthday. Cute card. Get rid of all my little trash before I think it's something that I'm supposed to stick on something. And here, yes. So I'm going to do this mailbox card first. I love this. So the mailbox gets stamped letters to Santa. So let's see, yeah. And I love the font. The font's really cute. Isn't that adorable? I love it. I just think that was a great idea. So now I will tell you that at first the black, I tried to center there, but it doesn't, that's not the way it goes, because it won't come out right. So what you have to do is snug the black up to the folded edge there. And then the spacing around the other three sides works just perfectly. And so I'm going to, you just put a line of glue, either foam tape or Tombow or whatever, on one side. Of course, I put it on the wrong side, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter, right? And so I am going to put, I think, Merry Christmas on the inside. There we go. Okay, so now this is the way you're supposed to do it. So you fold it up, put your glue on, put it right to the edge, the folded edge, turn it around, same kind of thing. You're going to space the white evenly. And then I'm making sure that I'm putting it on the correct side this time. I don't think there's a right or wrong. It just feels like it should be opening to the left. So, simple card, but super cute. Okay. So now we're down to this yellow card. And I'm kind of looking at it and I'm going, okay, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 folds, I think, in it. And I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm trying to read the instructions and get some semblance. I'm not going to lie. I had to take it into the living room and sit with it to try to figure it out. And I folded it every which way. Yeah, that doesn't work. It's like, I don't know what to do, so I'm going to do something else. That is how I function. If the going gets tough, I stop and do something that I know I can do. So I'm doing the thin line, slim line cards. That's what they are, slim line. And so that's a whole thing going on right now, are the slim line cards. And we have all these wonderful slim line stamps that they've come out with recently, and slim line thin cuts that are super, super cute. And so they're doing a whole lot with the slim line thing. I tell you, I've been making the A2, the 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch cards for don't know how many years. The whole time I've been a consultant, which is since 2008. So doing the slimline cards is a little different for me. So these are super easy. So you just match up the presents to the presents that are already printed on the card. How simple is that? They're exactly the same, so you know exactly which one goes with which, and it's just super, super simple to do. So one little thing is missing. I don't know if it ever shows up. So I have to get rid of all this stuff that's bugging the heck out of me. So I'm going to put the little red strip along the bottom. And it's going to get, I think Celebrate goes down at the bottom. No? Season's Greetings. Okay, so there's a big space there for Season's Greetings. Do my test. The tests always come out really good. Doesn't that look nice? I think that looks really nice. And at first I thought I had a smudge on there, but there's the exact same thing on the other. It's one of the speckles that the card was printed with. So this is the same exact idea. So we've got little die cuts that are the same Christmas tree as the ones that are printed on there. So you're going to put the dimensional on the little die cuts and match them up to the trees that are on the cards, I should say. So I'm doing something that I normally don't do. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put the trees on here, but just let me tell you. The stamp that goes along the bottom is Happy Holidays. And it doesn't, you would have to stamp it twice using the block that we're given. But I happen to have a 1 by 6 inch block. And I'm using that just to make it easier for me to line up. But you could totally do it in two stampings. that I'm just trying to get the happy a little bit further away from holidays. So, but you could totally do it in two stampings. If you have a 6-inch block, great. Then use that one and match them up. I mean, you can mess up the line by putting it wrong on the stamp too. So, doesn't make a whole lot of difference. You could put a very light pencil mark along the bottom to make sure you get the happy lined up perfectly with the holidays. So super cute little card. And then erase it afterwards. So you see how easy it is to match these little Christmas trees. Like I said, they're exact duplicates of the ones that you're putting it on top of. So make it super easy for you. But you still end up with a super cute card. And you'll be one of few people who actually makes their own Christmas cards. Or who even sends Christmas cards out anymore. People don't even send them out anymore. It's sad. It's better than the days of my mother, where she used to send out 200 or 300 Christmas cards. But, okay, so this is what you do. It's not intuitive. So you fold the first flowered flap. It gets folded over, and you're putting it on. And then that strip goes on the white side. So it's actually, when you open it up, it's actually flowers on both sides. So this is, giving a nice, you're the best card to somebody. So I'm putting them at a slant to each other. And they're getting the little leaves and the little flowers to go along. Match the paper in the background. And I'm lifting the leaves are going flat. The flowers are getting raised. And then there's a third flower someplace. That's a tiny little flower. And they slowly pop up, show themselves. So it's a nice little bouquet. And then I'm going to raise it. No, I'm just putting it flat. See, so there's flowers on the inside and outside of that flap there. And I put too much glue. I just put it on all over instead of just one side. So I used my anti-static pouch to take the tackiness of the glue away. So here we go. Once you do a card once, that's where I usually screw up. And then the second card is done correctly. So, not bad. Not a bad batting average. I love that little bouquet. That is so cute. Okay, so now I've got did you catch that? So the flowered flap gets folded over towards the big flower part, which actually gets covered up. So that kind of doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. So there we go, and then that goes on just one side. And then we've got the folding out card. So very cool, right? And I don't think I put another sentiment on the inside of that. Although I have to say I don't remember. So I'm just putting everything back. I'm doing a little house cleaning here. In the meantime, You know, if you like the subscription, you can purchase it at dorothy.closetomyheart.com. And you can look at the adhesives and the layout mat with the foam on the back. And there's Tombow there, and the microtip scissors, which are the best, and any of the block sizes are super great. Our blocks are wonderful. And here are the envelopes to go with the cards. So, you know, it's no brainer with the slim lines, right? So they're both getting the craft paper. So I'm just trying to match up. I think the white envelope looks best with the yellow. And I'm going green with the letters to Santa to give the Christmas green and red because I'm traditional. And then we've got the green perfectly matches the greens on the card there, on the little flag. I'm going to put the craft with the bouquet and also with the kind of pink backgrounds of the two cards. The green could have gone for that, but it looks good with the joy. I think it looks best with the joy. So there's all 22 of my cards. And we also have the double stick foam. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. An hour and 50 minutes, 22 cards. Bye.